Hi, this is Rick Schumacher. I'm the founder and CEO of Pressure Biosciences. We're a publicly traded company on the OTC. Our symbol is PBIO. That's PBIO. I'm here at NIBA. It's like seeing an old friend. I was introduced to NIBA about 6 years ago. I don't think I've missed an opportunity to present at NIBA for the last 6 years. So it's coming back to see an old friend every year and plan to continue to do that. So I really appreciate all the support that we've received from NIBA over the years. About Pressure Biosciences, we are a life science tools company. What that means is we make basically instruments and associated consumables that are used by the life science research market, scientists around the world that are looking for the next cure, the development of the next drug. And they have to have a way now to break open cells. These are viruses, these are bacteria, these are cells, human cells, cancer cells, precancer cells. They can be from animals, plants, and microbes. And the deal is that these cells contain a lot of information. They contain maybe as many as 10,000 proteins, as many as 1,000 different lipids, and of course DNA and RNA. And the scientists nowadays, because we're at the molecular age, they need to get into the cells and get all of this good stuff out to study, to find the defect, the one change that might be the difference between a progressive cancer and a non-progressive cancer, or someone's ability to fight off a disease or not fight off a disease. So we've been, as a scientist, I can say that we've been using the same methods to break open cells for a number of years. We use mechanical means. We break them open using blades and using rotors and just breaking them, spinning them with beads. And what we do at Pressure Biosciences is we actually subject them to pulses of pressure. We have 24 issued patents, and what we do is we increase the pressure, we decrease the pressure, and we turn the pressure on and off. That's why our technology is called Pressure Cycling Technology, or PCT. It's new. It's now being used by a number of key opinion leaders throughout the world. We're very excited that some of the top protein and lipid experts, and now even some of the DNA experts, are using our system. This machine that has a pressure chamber in which you put your sample in a test tube inside the chamber filled with water, and you compress the water, and the pressure in the water goes through the tube and affects the sample, the cell, the protein, the lipid. And what scientists are finding is that it's exquisitely controllable, that they can determine what pressure this cell it can be manipulated, and by manipulating it, they can exactly go to that cell and break it open and get out the good stuff. Our competitors are basically using mechanical means that one size fits all. They put it in a test tube, they spin it with a bunch of beads, or they use blades, and it doesn't matter what it is, you just keep homogenizing it and breaking it until you have what you want. In our case, you can figure out exactly what pressure is needed, and you can hone in on that pressure. If you need 24,000 pounds per square inch or 36,000, you can bring that to bear on that sample, and you can pulse the pressure over a period of time, and that cell will break, and all of these wonderful molecules that hold the secrets to developing new drugs, to developing new cures and preventions will be coming out, and then the scientists can start studying those directly. So it's a brand new technology. As I said, we are a publicly traded company. We're on the OTC. Our symbol is PBIO. We've had a number of wonderful things in the past 6 months. We believe we're at an inflection point now, which is one of the reasons we're at NIBA, to talk about the company and to let people know what's happened over the last few months. Number one, what's happened is that our sales, our revenue has increased over 50% year over year, and we've given guidance to expect that to continue in 2016. Second thing is we went out to raise money, and we went out to raise $5 million. We have raised $5 million, and we announced a couple of weeks ago that we're going to do the so-called over-allotment, or the green shoe, and we're going to raise a couple of $1 million more. Because at this point, our sales are ramping and we need cash to start building more machines and more inventory. And the third thing that's happened is wonderful news. We've been talking to companies that sell instruments around the world, and we signed a deal about 3 weeks ago with an incredible company called SciEx. It's part of the Danaher Group, which is a $68 billion holding company. And we've done this deal. It's a co-marketing deal. It's an exclusive co-marketing deal with SciEx. They're going to be introducing us to all of their customers because our system can sit in front of their system. They sell a system that goes for $500,000 to $1 million, and it reads proteins. It deciphers proteins. And our system in the front is the system that breaks the cell up to release the proteins to be read. And they're going to be co-marketing with us and introducing pressure cycling technology to their customers throughout the world. We're very, very excited. It's actually starting as we speak today. It's starting in February of 2016. And the last thing is, we know that we need to go back on the big board. We need to go back on NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. So we've given guidance that we've already started the process, and we hope to complete that within the first 6 months, if possible, of 2016. So there's an awful lot going on with Pressure Biosciences. We're very excited. We've hired our first 2 people in 4 years. That's a milestone for us. We've been struggling for 4 years, but we've been successful. We now have key opinion leaders. We have a worldwide distribution company that's going to help us co-market it. We've paid off all of our debt, and we have a very clean balance sheet, and we're ready to go back on NASDAQ. So thank you for listening. Thank you very much. Bye.